week I said I'll be back for the finale episode and we'll talk about all the episodes in between the finale episodes, and I'm not going to do a weekly review, but here I am. Hi! So it is Wednesday. I have just finished watching this week's Shadowhunters episode and I've got a lot to say about it, so I wanted to do a review because I realised that the finale review is going to be so long, so I'm going to try my very hardest to get the rest of these reviews up weekly. Next week my dissertation draft is due in, so hopefully there'll be one, but then after that I'm free sailing, so it's fine. This episode was really good. I really enjoyed it. I thought that the acting was great, the pace was great, it included lots of things, but it was done really well and it all linked well and it was done, and it was just not, there wasn't any like irrelevant points or irrelevant things. It just flowed and it was so enjoyable to watch, and when it was over I didn't want it to be, and I'm so excited for next week's. That is the non-spoilery part. I'm going to talk about the show now, so if you haven't seen the show or this particular episode, then I don't want to ruin it for you. You should go and do it. Shadowhunters, freeform, 9 PM on Tuesdays. Clary's acting was really good. It didn't feel forced. It didn't feel like she hadn't got the hang of it. When Raphael brought Simon to the Institute, her reaction was fantastic. Looks on her faces, what she was saying, how she was acting was exactly how Clary would have acted, and exactly Clary in that situation, and trying to decide what to do and talking to his mum. I really liked that scene, and I really thought that she showed what is so far her best performance in the show. The chemistry between her and Jay still isn't the best. When he was like hugging her and trying to comfort her, it felt like a forced hug. I didn't really want to be there, but it's getting better. It's not episode 1, so you know, I can't complain too much. I think I really like Raphael. I mean, his character's a bit shady and a bit dodgy and I wouldn't trust him, but I like the guy that plays him and I like that situation, and I thought that he was very good, and he seems to show that sort of care and responsibility that he feels for Simon, that he does feel for Simon in the books, and in the books Magnus says that Raphael felt responsible for Simon, and I feel like he is portraying that very well. The whole Camille situation, is she dead? I hope she's not dead. I really will not like it or agree with it if they've killed her. Now it's insinuated that they have and that they've overthrown her and that she's dead, but there's so much more that we need to know from her and her life and Magnus, and just, there's so much more that we need Camille for, that if they've killed her they're going to be erasing so much. If there's more seasons, if there's more of this show, they're going to be taking out so much if they've killed Camille now, so I really don't want that to have been the case, and I really won't like it if it is. And we had so much to do with the Lightwoods. We found out that they were past Circle members. Alec found out from Lydia Branwell. We'll get to Lydia in a minute. Alec sort of realises why they do the things they do and why part of the reason why they're trying to restore honour to the Lightwood name, because most of it's their fault anyway. Alec's reaction to that was fantastic in the way that he was. Let's talk about the big things that sort of happened, minus Simon's vampire situation. Lydia Branwell, descendant of Charlotte and Henry Branwell, who she mentioned, and I cried. My great ancestor Henry Branwell and Magnus made the portal. Henry! I was not expecting a mention of Henry. I was not emotionally prepared for a mention of Henry. I have to emotionally sort myself out before thinking about the infernal devices and any of those characters, so to be just have it thrown at me, I wasn't ready for that, but it was really cool. And they mentioned that he invented the portal, and it was just, and it showed that Magnus was close with Shadowhunters once, and I loved it. The whole Alec and Lydia situation, right, okay, Alec proposed to Lydia, and as someone that, without sounding very like stereotypical, because I am much aware that there are so much more to these books than just the relationships, I am a Malik supporter. I ship it, it's cute, it makes me squeal and makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. It always has done. I love them. I love that relationship. I think their relationship is important and good and just amazing. I love Magnus and Alec together. So I love the bit in the welcome to the Shadowhunter Academy. Spoilers if you haven't read Born to Endless Night, I'm going to do that now. When he says to Magnus about marrying him, and Magnus is like, no one's ever asked me to marry them before, and Alec's like, I've never asked anyone to marry me before. It's not true in this! That was really cute, and I loved it, and I liked that, and they've just ruined that, and like, he proposed. I understand why he proposed. Alec is, first and foremost, he puts the law that what is right. He knows that even though his parents have done wrong, he needs to help protect this family. He needs to do what's right for Isabelle. He needs to do what's right for Max, because Max is going to be grown up into this world, and he needs to do what is right. And when he says to Magnus about following his heart, the hope on Magnus's face ruined my life, but he meant what he knows is right. When he had his mum and dad find out that the institute was going to be taken away from them, and they were trying to defend the children and say they worked so hard and that they didn't deserve this, he knew what was right, so he proposed to Lydia. I understand the situation, and it shows a lot about Alec's character, and it goes a lot into depth about Alec's character. Lydia knows it's not a love thing, she knows Alec doesn't like her. Alec knows it's purely a business thing. She can run an institute, he can run the institute, and it works. I don't think that they'll get married. I think that something will happen. I mean, I'm pretty sure episode 9, something big Magnus and Alec wise happens, and I know that episode 12 is called Malik, so I'm pretty sure that they're not actually going to get married. Something's going to happen. But I do understand the situation, and I really like the fact that they added that in there, because I think it does show a lot about his character and what Alec's like. I loved the whole autopsy thing. We've got the best forensic team in town, and then it's Isabelle, which was great. That was really, really, really good. And Alec as well, talking to Lydia. Magnus is very magical. He's very good at magic. I love him. Oh, he's so smooth, Alec, so smooth. I don't understand like Jace's little story about the falcon. And like, I mean, it was pretty much word for word from the book, but was it relevant in that scene? I mean, I understood it was the whole heart over head, don't cloud emotions, sitch, but like, I don't think it was delivered fantastically, and I feel as though there could have been a better scene and a better moment to drop that story. We also saw more of Valentine, which was really cool. I like him. I think he's great as Valentine. He's obviously worked out Clary is his daughter. I think that he is doing a fantastic job as Valentine. He's creepy and a bit scary, and I wouldn't want him near me, so I think that he is doing a fantastic job. I'm looking forward to seeing more of him, even though that means more issues for the rest of the characters, but I'm liking that. Simon's acting as a vampire, that whole situation, the way he was, the way he acted was fantastic. The trying to say, oh my god, and not being able to, he did that so well. It was absolutely fantastic. He has become a vampire a lot quicker than in the books, a lot quicker, and I don't know how I feel about the development so soon, because if you read City of Ashes, and like I don't know how I feel about that, what's going to happen with the whole Mark of Cain situation, we'll see. But the acting for that scene was done really well, and I think that Alberto Rosende did it fantastically, so well done with that. I really did like this episode. I thought that it was done really well, and I enjoyed it a lot, and I'm really looking forward to seeing next week's, because apparently next week's has got like lots in it and it's really good, so I am very much looking forward to watching it, and I hope that it continues on this streak of getting better. Let me know what you thought of episode 8 of Shadowhunters, and we will discuss it in the comments or on Twitter or anywhere as per usual. I hope you guys are doing good. All of my links are in the description, and you can go and follow me on all of them. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!